welcome back to another vlog. It's about 7:30 this morning, so I just got myself ready for a workout. I'm gonna head out here in like 10 minutes, but I sound so congested this morning. I don't know why. Hopefully I don't have allergies all of a sudden, but we've got a full body conditioning workout today, so should be a good one. I am also on the second day of my cycle, so we'll see how my energy goes throughout this, but I just threw on this little workout outfit, aloe yoga shorts. Long sleeve is from Free People. It's like a very sheer long sleeve, so it's not like super warm or anything, but I just threw it over my sports bra, which is from Liaison. I'm gonna fill out my water bottle, make my little pre-workout, and then we'll head on out this morning. Headed out to the coffee shop. I just got ready for the day and I packed up my work bag. I'm gonna go downtown Tampa to Flatbread and Butter since I'm meeting my friend down there, and it's one of my favorite spots. They also have a location in St. Pete and their coffee is just so good. Same with their matcha, and we know I'm on the biggest matcha kick right now, so I think I'm gonna try their strawberry matcha because I've been wanting to try strawberry matcha for so long, and they posted it on their Instagram story the other day and I'm like, that looks phenomenal. So gonna get that, get a few hours of work done the rest of the morning and this afternoon, and just have a productive day of editing. Little outfit change. It's about 4:50, wrapped up at the coffee shop. I was able to get majority of the things crossed off my to-do list today that I wanted to get done, which feels really good because the major thing that I was like, I need to get this done today and will not leave until it's done, was editing my video so that it could go live tomorrow, because I needed to send it in for final approval by the brand and get all that squared away. So we're good to go on that end. But I just drove to Jet Set Pilates. That's why I'm in a little workout set right now, because I packed this just in case. Since I have 2 classes left of my membership this month, I do 8 classes every single month. And I figured since I'm already down here, I might as well take a class 9 if I'm like feeling motivated, feeling energized, and I'm feeling just that. So we're gonna go get it in. Love a good Pilates class. I feel like I've seen the most difference in terms of how toned I look and also the strength that I feel since taking these classes and making it a routine for me. I try to go to Reformer Pilates at least twice a week. Like this last month was a little different just because I had like my mom in town and stuff, and it just like a busier month, so it was kind of harder to get down here and go twice a week. But typically I go twice a week, and it's just been like a really good routine, and I've noticed such a difference physically, but also I feel like more than anything it really does push me mentally, and it's been such a good workout for me. So I love it. It's definitely like low impact, so it's not spiking my cortisol levels and making me feel very like stressed to start off my day. I found that that's what was happening a lot with the HIIT workouts that I was doing, so I took a step back from doing those and really focusing on like strength training and Pilates, as I've talked about in videos before. And the update, I think I started going routinely in February, I believe. That's when I got my membership, and I love it. Like, I cannot say enough good things about it. I understand the hype around Reformer Pilates. I honestly don't go to Mat Pilates as much anymore. That is because it's like a little bit further away than it used to be for me, so I don't make it over there as much anymore. But I just love these classes so much, and I feel like for me personally, I love heated workouts when it's more of like the winter time and they just feel a little more like cozy, you know, not necessarily something I look forward to like in the heat of the summer. Guys, I'm like laughing, but I'm not, because I just got home and put on these sweatpants. I grabbed them from my closet knowing that these are one of my favorite pairs of sweats, and I tried them on. I'm like, wait, these feel a little bit different than they normally do. Well, they shrunk by a lot. Like, they go above my ankles right now. You can't even tell because I'm cut out of the frame, But I don't know what I did differently to them. But yeah, won't be able to hold on to these bad boys anymore because I definitely can't wear these out in public. Like, I stood in the mirror and started laughing because it just looked so funny. But whatever. I'm just gonna make myself some dinner right now. I'm gonna make classic cottage cheese, sweet potato bowl. The reason that this is so viral is honestly because it tastes so good, but also it just like keeps you full, fills you up. And I know it's a weird combo, but like, trust, if you haven't made this before and you don't mind cottage cheese and you don't mind ground beef, I would recommend. And honestly, I did not used to like, I'm trying to find where I have my ground beef. I did not used to like ground beef at all. And then I was told that I need to start incorporating red meat more into my diet. So I was like, well, we'll start with ground beef because everybody and their mother raves about these cottage cheese bowls. I tried it one night and I was like, okay, these people know what they're talking about. It's so good. Usually I like the Good Culture cottage cheese, the purple one, which is also lactose, which is super nice. But I like the consistency of that a little bit more than this one from Trader Joe's, but we're just gonna use that one. I've got the other half of my avocado from this morning, ground beef, and then sweet potato, which sweet potatoes take a minute to make. So I had a little something to hold me over because I knew that I wanted this for dinner tonight. So I'm just gonna dice this up, season it, toss it into the oven, and probably set a timer for like 30 minutes or so. I'm gonna get some filming done and knocked out this morning, so I wanted to do like a full beat with my makeup and fully get myself ready for the day, even though I am wearing a sweat set. But this is from Aritzia and I recently got it and it's so freaking comfy. Also, I love this red color. It's like kind of a corally berry type of red. It's definitely showing up a lot brighter on camera, but I love it. Aritzia has such great colors right now, and it's taking all of me not to drop like a bag at Aritzia right now because they just have the best things. But I'm like, I do not need another sweat set at all. So I got this one recently though, and I freaking love it. But I just did my makeup like I said, and you guys want to hear some sad news? I know the Sephora sale is going on right now, and I was just kind of like browsing the site today, and they do 30% off Sephora collection, which is my favorite lip liners. If you know, you know. And I found out that they actually discontinued the Sephora Contour Rouge Gel Lip Liners. I don't know if they renamed them because they now have like the 8-hour long lasting lip liners, which I have yet to try, but they're in completely different packaging and they don't have the same exact shade names. And this Dress to the 90s is like my all-time favorite lip liner. So I'm very bummed out. I'm gonna have to like go into the store sometime soon and be like, what is the dupe to this one? Or like, what is the most similar comparison? Because I love this. And so I'm like making sure that I use every last little bit of it and hang on to it as long as possible because it generally is my go-to. I'm wearing it right now, and then I just filled it in with some Maybelline Long Lasting Lip Stain. This is the Loyalist shade. It's just like a matte lipstick, and I love it. And then some other makeup products, kind of just speaking on makeup that I've been loving. A few of these are drugstore, some of them are from Sephora, but I've been combining these two for like a base for my foundation. And if I want more like a lightweight look to my skin for my foundation, I've been using this Maybelline 30-Hour Luminous Matte Foundation, and it's incredible. I love it. Very lightweight on the skin, and because it is from Target, it's around like 15 bucks. And then this is the L'Oreal Lumi Lotion, and this just helps like give more of a glow and just dewy finish to the makeup. So combining these two for my skin, incredible. I think this is gonna be like my go-to combo for the summertime. I do love the House Labs foundation. That's definitely like my go-to if I'm doing like dinner with friends or something, or I really want my makeup to look full glam and everything. That is another one of my favorite foundations, but for more of like an affordable option, I feel like this is definitely a very similar dupe to that. And then the Makeup by Mario Awakening Concealer. Y'all, I freaking love this, and it's funny because I didn't realize how big of a difference this made under my eyes until I was watching a video back, and one of y'all commented what was the concealer that you use under your eyes because it generally like woke up your face. And watching that clip back, I was like, dang, it really did make such a big difference. So this is the concealer that I've been using literally every single day, and I just love the way that it looks under my makeup, and again just like brightens up the face and wakes up the eyes. So this is incredible. And then last thing, which I recently just tried out, are these Say blushes. This is in the shade Chow. It's their Super Suede Radiant Blush Powders. This color, so good. I didn't think I would like this deep of a brown for blush, but I just think it complements my bronzer really well and just looks so good, especially for like a summer glowy bronze makeup look. So I'm a big fan of this. And these are just like so nice on the skin, very soft, and again, just give that like skin-like finish. I feel like with powder products, I get a little nervous because I don't like when they like clump up or just look kind of cakey on the skin. This product does not do that at all. So I love to put this on top of my cream blush that I use. But yeah, those are some of my like newer go-to products I've been using for my makeup recently. But I just want to shout them out because I've been loving them, and I feel like it has generally transformed like the look of my makeup. And I've been trying so many new products recently because it's been kind of fun for me. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna get to filming now. I have some laundry to throw in, so I'm gonna do that, and then film a couple of TikToks and finish up some work this morning. Anyone else spritz perfume on themselves regardless of if they're leaving their house or not? Like, honestly, I have no intent on actually leaving my apartment today. Maybe like a little bit later, but I just like to smell nice, obviously, but also I just feel refreshed every single time and feel clean and just ready for the day. This has been my current favorite, as you'll know, Amber Rose from Dossier. Definitely a good go-to, especially for the spring and summertime. I mean, now that we're in summer, this is like my go-to signature scent right now, and I freaking love it. It has notes of lychee, rose, plum, amber, vetiver, cedarwood, so many good different scents with this, and it lasts on my skin for so long, which I love. And they are inspired by luxury brands, which I think is so nice because they aren't that crazy markup price. So I'll definitely leave a link down below for you guys to check out Dossier. And I just found out that they are now sold at select CVS stores, so that's super cool. If you have a CVS near you, I'll definitely leave a link down below so you can see if they're sold at a store close to you. And you can't go wrong with one of their different fragrances because truly everything is so good, especially every single one that I've tried. But yeah, I had to shout it out because you guys know I'm obsessed with Dossier, and this is one of my favorite perfumes. The other day, Abercrombie was having such a great site-wide sale, so I have an Abercrombie haul to share with you guys because I did place an order and got a few things for the spring and summertime. I've realized since cleaning out my closet, like especially because I was moving and like really decluttering majority of my wardrobe, I've grown out of so many of my denim shorts, my skirts from the last year, and I've just wanted some new like summery tops and everything. So Abercrombie is of course a go-to, and I'm so excited about the pieces that I got. So first thing I got, I absolutely love this skirt. I think I might actually size down because it is a tiny bit too big, but I love this baby pastel yellow color. I think it's so pretty. It definitely reminds me a lot of a spring and summer. I've been big into this butter yellow color recently, and it also has a matching top to go with it, so you can like complete a set, and it's beautiful. I love this linen material. It also has a built-in shorts underneath, which is nice, but I figured this would be such a fun staple piece for the spring and summer. And then another skirt I got, which I am so into this trend of micro skirts right now. I just think they're so flattering, and I love the low-waisted style. I've actually gotten really into more like low-waisted shorts, jeans. It's funny because I did like a whole denim try-on haul like months ago on my TikTok, and a bunch of people were like, you need to start wearing low-waisted jeans more because it's just super flattering on you. And now I'm like, wait, why was I wearing high-waisted jeans for so long? Because I do have a longer torso, so I feel like low-waisted is definitely more of my preference. Is that right? Longer torso? I don't know, but I know I have longer legs, so like low-waisted honestly is probably more flattering for me anyways. And this freaking micro skirt is so darn cute, you guys. I love it, especially with like a white bodysuit, or I even have like a rich dark mocha brown bodysuit from Maurizia that can match this so nicely. and some tall boots. This is just like a perfect effortless night out type of outfit, and I love it. I know this color isn't like springy or summery, but I know this is one of those pieces that I'll reach for so often in my closet. I also did like a major kind of like revamp in terms of, okay, when I go into my closet, what are things that I am like looking for and I don't have? For example, I need more heels, sandals, little things like that, because I have like none, and it's surprising because you would think I have a ton since I live in Florida, and that's pretty much all you really wear year round, but I really don't. So I need to get some like very simple, basic black or white heels, black and white heels actually. So if you have any comfortable heels that you would recommend, please let me know, because I don't wear heels for the sole fact that they're uncomfortable, but so many outfits that I've been wearing recently would just be extra complete if I had a cute pair of heels to go with it. So kitten heels, sandal type of heels, whatever you'd recommend, let a girl know. And then next piece I picked up, I'm absolutely in love with this. Again, it's a linen material, and this is the exact top but in yellow that matches the skirt that I just showed you guys, like this yellow linen skirt. And this is so flattering on it. Typically I'm not into like the peplum type of tops where they kind of flow out at the bottom. I never usually know what to pair them with, but I think this with a micro skirt would be so cute, or some denim jeans, a fun belt. It also has a belt attached to it at the waist, so you can kind of give more of a cinched in look. But I just think this is so darn cute. Or I paired it with linen pants, and I really like the way that that looks. So this is just like a good go-to elevated spring and summer type of top. Speaking of elevated, Abercrombie has the best elevated basics right now. Like, I need every single color of all these tops because they are so fun. Definitely like a different style top, but still so comfortable, and you can pair them with a pair of jeans and some cute little booties or heels, and you have the most simple, effortless going out type of outfit. So this black top is so fun. It's like an asymmetrical style. I can't even show you guys. An asymmetrical style, so it kind of like drapes off the shoulder right here. I was unsure about how I would like the fit of this, but it's actually very comfortable, and I just really like the way that it looks on. I think it's so flattering, especially in like the chest area. I do have broader shoulders, so I always get very like self-conscious wearing strapless tops or tank tops just because my shoulders are so broad, and I don't really want them to be like the main attraction. But I feel like this really flatters that style, and also it has like a little slit on the side, which is nice, and this is so cute with like a fun belt and some skinny jeans. The thing about me is when I know I'm gonna like a top, I'm gonna order it in other colors, so I did get the exact same top just in this white color because, again, great simple basic. And then the next top I got is just this brown one. This is kind of similar. It has that like asymmetrical style, but it's more of like a tank top look, and then the twisted straps, which I think is so fun, and I love the way that this looks with denim jeans, especially skinny jeans. This is so cute, and I paired it with some like taller boots and then like a fun belt or something. Just like a great piece that you can really dress up and accessorize, and I love it. Also, the material is just so incredibly soft. I love Abercrombie's material. And then last couple things I got from Abercrombie were just 2 white tees. I always say you can never have enough white tees because I go through white tees pretty much every other day. Like, I'm always just pairing it with some jeans or some sweats or something. And this is just the A&F Essentials baby tee, so it's like slightly cropped. I tried it on, so that's why it's a little rolled up right now. But it's slightly cropped. It's nothing too cropped. I'm like really phasing out of crop tops, I feel like, especially as I've gotten older. I'm like, why am I wearing crop tops still? Like, I don't need to. And I find myself when I am like going out with friends or something, or just like, I don't know, doing anything, I'm not necessarily reaching for my crop tops as often as I used to. I feel like especially when I'm going out or like to dinners or something. And then this is actually the top, but I got it in white. So imagine this in yellow. This is the top that's supposed to match that skirt. I freaking love the way that this top looks on. It is so stunning, very flattering. Typically, I'm not one to gravitate towards these like more peplum style tops because I don't like when they flare at the bottom. I just never really know what to style them with, but I think this with a micro skirt would be so freaking cute, or some skinny jeans, some linen pants. I love the look of this with linen pants. I just think it's a very chic, simple, effortless look, and some like really pretty sandals or something. But I love this top. It's also so comfortable. I love anything and everything linen, especially for the spring and summertime. And then quite similarly, I just got this brown tank. This one just has like twisted straps, which I think is so cute. This one's more like tight to the body, so more of like a fitted style. But this with skinny jeans and some tall boots. So freaking cute. I love it. I believe they had other colors of this as well, but I just wanted a simple brown tank because I don't have a lot of brown in my closet. And I just love the way this looks with like a fun chunky necklace. So many different ways to style and wear this. And then last thing, speaking of basics, I just got this simple white tee. I always say you can never have enough white tees in your closet. I'm always rotating through my white tees throughout the week. And this one from Abercrombie is so freaking soft. This is the Baby Tee A&F Essentials. And I love the way that this one fits. This is also a full length tee. I feel like I'm at that age of my 20s right now where I've just hit the maturity of not really wanting to wear crop tops as much anymore. Like, don't get me wrong, I'll still wear them. But I just love more of like a full length look and like tucking into jeans and wearing with a belt or something. And especially while I've been going out with my friends recently on the weekends, I'm like not wanting to wear my crop tops as often as I used to. So I'm like, okay, I'm at that age in my 20s where I feel like I'm hitting that maturity level. Like, am I getting old? Yes. But I love these little tees, and also they're so stretchy, so comfy. They're the best. But that's everything that I picked up from Abercrombie, so I'll definitely link everything down below for you guys. I'm gonna make myself a coffee before I hop into my meetings and finish up doing some computer work this morning. But we're gonna attempt to do a protein coffee. Honestly, I have no idea how this is gonna go, but I've heard a lot of people on TikTok do this, and I have like no recipe or anything that I'm following. But when I was on Amazon last night, I saw this salted caramel protein powder, and I was like, that would be absolutely fire in a protein coffee. So we're gonna give it a try. It's from the brand Legion. It's their Whey Plus whey protein powder. It's naturally sweetened and flavored, grass-fed whey isolate, and no added sugars. I'm very particular about like the ingredients in my protein powders because obviously I don't want them to be like packed with a bunch of shit, you know? So that's what we're gonna use for like the protein coffee part of it, and then some almond milk. But of course, my cold brew. I'm not like a latte girly, I'm more of a cold brew. So we're just gonna fill her up. Okay, now I'm gonna do a fair bit of milk. Hopefully this protein powder is good. I've never tried this brand before, but I go to the vitamin shop kind of often and I see it there. It's like one of their newer products, so hopefully it's good. Oh my god, I just got a whiff of it. It smells absolutely incredible. Wow. This literally smells like a cookie. Are you kidding? I'm gonna do probably like this much in my milk because I don't want it to be like super proteiny, you know? And hey, a little protein is better than nothing. We're gonna froth that up. We're gonna pour it on in. Wow, that looks incredible. Hopefully it tastes as good as it looks. Also, these Amazon cups were hands down one of my best purchases. Oh, that's good. It's not like as creamy as I expected it to be. Guys, I'm so tired right now. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. It's because I went to bed a little too late last night and then woke up at 5:15 again this morning. But we're gonna have this coffee get me through. Also, I'm like having major college flashbacks right now because I'm like sitting in a little cubicle and I have my tote bag with my computer and everything in it. And I'm wearing a sweatset. Like, this is totally giving college Lauren Court right now. Like in a little study room, getting stuff done. But sometimes I just gotta like lock myself in a place like this because then I'm like zoned in, productive, and not letting things distract me. Because I was sitting in my apartment and I was just like playing with Frankie. I started organizing. I started doing laundry. I'm like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go finish out the rest of my workday. So just hopped off a call and now I'm gonna get back to editing a vlog. I'm heading out right now to run a couple of errands. I need to go to the post office and then also Target to make a return, and Whole Foods if there's not bad traffic, because I do need to make a couple of Amazon returns at Whole Foods that I've been putting off forever. I like always put off doing returns, so I need to just like clean out my car also. That's like a tomorrow problem because I just don't want to do that today. But yeah, I'm gonna go make those errands quickly, get that off my to-do list. But yeah, also you guys, I have been fixated on the song Just In Case by Morgan Wallen. So good, but it's so sad. Like, if you really listen to the lyrics, you're like, wait, this scares me to get into a relationship, because what if there really is a just in case girl? Like, what if everybody has a just in case person? I don't have a just in case person, but like, I don't know. It's so, like, I saw TikTok talking about it and they were like, wait, this scares me to get into a relationship. And I'm like, valid. That is so valid. I love, love, love the song though. But like, and for him, I wouldn't want to get with him. Like if I were Morgan Wallens, which I wouldn't want to be, but in another world, let's say, if I was Morgan Wallen's next lover and I heard that song, I'd be like, who's your just in case girl? Like, what am I? Am I just your lights on, I'm ready to start a family girl? Like, what? That's just scary. Like if I would be very cautious about how people would perceive that song if I was Morgan Wallen. But I don't think he could give two shits about anything, so what does my opinion matter? Needless to say, it's a great song, and that's exactly what I want to listen to right now. I just got one of my Amazon packages in. I got some new coffee table books, and I love decorating with coffee table books, so I saw this one and I thought it was so stinking cute. Also, I loved all the colors because it just matches like the aesthetic of my apartment super well. All the pinks, the greens, the light blues. I love it, and it's so cute. Like all the dogs, and the pictures in here are actually so freaking aesthetic. Like I could even lay it open if I wanted to, but just the cover in and of itself I thought was so nice sitting on my coffee table or something, which I will be ordering a new coffee table sometime soon. I don't know if I'm gonna find it on Amazon or like at Home Goods or something, but I want to get more of like a glass and like maybe gold hardware coffee table, just something a little more simple, because I feel like the one I have right now is like a very stark bright white and it just kind of cheapens up the look of the living room. So I want to find something more sleek and simple. And then I got this coffee table book, which was actually inspired by a coffee shop that I went to recently in downtown St. Pete, and they had the most beautiful coffee table books. So I picked this one up that I saw there, and it's just a Surf Shack little coffee table book, and I just thought this was super pretty, very beachy, very Florida, and I loved it. And then kind of a similar vibe, I got this one from Gray Malin. Again, saw this at a coffee shop and was like, I want that for my apartment. And it just says coastal, and it has a beautiful picture of a beach, so I thought this would be really pretty. And then the last couple things I got were these LED motion sensor lights for above or under my kitchen cabinets, because this helps just bring a lot more light into the kitchen area, and especially in the morning when I don't want to be turning on these bright overhead lights, these will be super useful. Also in the evening time, I had these in my first apartment and I loved them just because it did give more of that like mood lighting and just made the kitchen a lot more cozy. So I'm going to put these right under like this cabinet right here, and then probably over by my espresso machine. Yeah, that is everything that I got from Amazon. I'm probably gonna set up these kitchen lights in just a second because it's super easy to do. I think it's just like adhesive, like from what I remember, and I love the way that it looks in the kitchen. So that's everything from Amazon. And then moving on to Our Place, they have my favorite kitchen appliances, you guys, especially their pans. They're so good. So moving into this new apartment, I was like, I need a refresh, because the last one that I have, I use it literally every single day. I'm not even kidding. And think about it, I'm using it in the morning if I'm making eggs, and then I'm using it pretty much every single night because I make like proteins, all that kind of stuff on the stovetop, like 9 times out of 10 if I'm not using the air fryer or the oven, which I feel like I'm always pan frying something. So I used the heck out of my Always pan for like 2 years straight. So I figured it's time for a refresh. So I got a new one, which this box is kind of heavy, so I'm gonna open it in a little bit. I will say, I remember when I first got one of these pans, I was like, these are so crazy priced, like, why are they so expensive? And it makes sense. It is totally worth the investment, especially if you're someone that enjoys cooking, and you just want like a good quality pan, but you don't want to have like a million different pans. These are my all-time favorite because they truly do live up to the quality. And like I said, I had my last one for 2 years and I used it nearly every single day. So they are the best, and this is the color that I got. So these are the 2 cookware that I got, the Always pan, of course, and then this is the Always pot, which I actually don't have a pot, so I was like, I need a big pot like this, especially when it gets to be the fall and the winter time, and I love cooking soups and chilies and just more cozy at-home meals like that. So I figured this would be the perfect size, and I freaking love it. And I actually never knew that they had this color. I think this might actually be new, so I was very excited. But yeah, I'm gonna clean these up, put these away, and then get back to doing some work. I did get my new light bulbs in, so we're gonna see how these compare to what I currently have right now. I'm just gonna switch out the island lights because these are like a super bright white, almost to the point where it's blinding, and I want something a little more of a softer white, but still a very naturally lit type of look. And a lot of people suggested these type of light bulbs. I know nothing about a light bulb, but these are 60 watts, brightness of 750 if you care. But I didn't want like a warm yellow lighting, something like very moody. I still wanted that, like I keep saying, naturally lit type of look. So I'm gonna swap out those and then see how these look, because I really hope these work. They honestly look kind of similar to what I currently have in there right now. Okay, they're pretty cool. But this is what it looks like right now. Whoops. Like, it's very intense. They're very bright, don't get me wrong, but not like a cozy light, you know? And I feel like lighting makes all of the difference in a living space. So we're gonna see, take this in, mental picture, and then I think I'm gonna take out both of them and then put both of them in right away instead of comparing one to the other. So, okay, I have high hopes for this, so we'll see. Oh my gosh, what? Dang it. I feel like that's literally the exact same, if not maybe a little brighter. And I don't want brighter, I want a little less. I feel like it's a very cool toned light, you know? I'm trying to find like the perfect balance between warm and cool, like a very neutral light, and I feel like I can't. Why is lighting so hard? I'm gonna have to like look back while I'm editing this video to see how it looks on camera, because right now my eyes are just feeling crazy. Tonight for dinner, I finally got around to making these burger bowls. I've been meaning to try this recipe for so long. I've seen it like floating around Instagram and TikTok all the time. But it was so quick and easy to make. So I just did a base of romaine lettuce and then added some ground beef that I cooked on the stovetop, some white potato, which I put this in the oven at 450 for about 20 to 25 minutes. And it turned out like perfectly crispy. And then I just seasoned it with garlic salt and 21 seasoning salute from Trader Joe's. And then I just topped it off with some tomatoes, pickles, and then some ketchup on top. And then I also have some leftovers for a quick lunch or dinner tomorrow, so love that.